Hello everyone, in this video lecture we'll be learning about dispersion parameter. So the parameter that is used to determine how much the dispersion takes place in an optical fiber, that parameter is dispersion parameter and it is denoted by the letter D. So we are deriving the dispersion parameter D for the case of intramodal dispersion. So in single mode fiber, the intramodal dispersion is high, whereas intermodal dispersion is high in multimode fibers. Intramodal dispersion is also known as group velocity dispersion or simply fiber dispersion. So group velocity dispersion or intramodal dispersion. So consider a single mode fiber of length L. A specific spectral component at the frequency omega would arrive at the output end of the fiber after a time delay t. So as you all know, in dispersion, a particular information signal or a light source have different spectral components. So we are considering the case of one such spectral component with a frequency omega, and this spectral component would reach at the end of the fiber at a time delay t, and T is given by L by Vg, where L is the length of the fiber and Vg is the group velocity. Okay, so group velocity is defined by the formula Vg is equal to d by beta of d omega the whole raised to minus 1. That is equation number 1. And beta is equal to n bar k naught, or it is equal to n bar W by C. Okay, where n bar is refractive group refractive index and k naught is a constant. So we are substituting the value of beta in the equation for Vg. Then we get Vg is equal to d by d omega n bar omega by c the whole raised to minus 1. Here we are going to do the differentiation of two products. Here first term we are considering as n bar by c and the second term is omega. So by doing differentiation by product we get Vg is equal to 1 by c into n bar plus omega of dn bar by d omega. N bar plus omega into dn bar by d omega is ng bar, which is known as a group index. So when we are substituting the value of ng, that is group index, we get Vg is equal to ng bar divided by c the whole raised to minus 1. So the frequency dependence of the group velocities leads to pulse broadening simply because different spectral components of the pulse disperse during propagation and they do not arrive at the output end of the fiber at the same interval of time. Okay, now if we consider if delta omega is the spectral width of the pulse, the extent of pulse broadening for a fiber of length L is given by delta t is equal to dt by d omega into delta omega. Now we are substituting the value of t is equal to L by Vg, and for Vg we'll be substituting d beta by d omega the whole raised to minus 1. Then we get delta t is equal to L into d square beta b d omega square into delta omega. So now we get delta t is equal to L beta 2 into delta omega, where beta 2 is dou square beta by dou omega square. So substituting the value of beta in delta t, we get delta t is equal to L beta 2 delta omega, where beta 2 is known as GVD parameter. So delta t determines how much an optical pulse would be broadening on propagation through a fiber. So we are using omega is equal to 2 pi c by lambda, and delta omega is equal to minus 2 pi c by lambda square into delta lambda. If we are using these two terms in equation 3, equation 3 is delta t is equal to d by d omega L by Vg delta omega. So in optical communication, frequency spread delta omega is determined by the range of wavelength delta lambda emitted by a light source. So we can consider delta omega is equal to delta lambda. So here we are substituting for omega, we are substituting lambda, and for delta omega we are substituting delta lambda. Then we get dt is equal to d by d lambda L by Vg delta lambda. D by d lambda of 1 by Vg is d. D is called the dispersion parameter. So delta t is equal to d into L delta lambda. So dispersion parameter d is equal to d by d lambda of 1 by Vg. There is another formula for dispersion parameter, that is d is equal to 1 by 2 pi c by lambda square into beta 2. So how we derive that expression, that we learn in the next slide. So now we know that delta t is equal to d by d lambda L by Vg into delta lambda, and d by d lambda 1 by Vg is dispersion parameter t. So delta t is a d into L delta lambda. Now we know this term delta w. The expression for delta w is minus 2 pi c lambda square by lambda square into delta lambda. From that we can derive the expression for delta lambda. Delta lambda is equal to delta omega lambda square by minus 2 pi c. Substitute 2 in 1, then we get delta t is equal to dl into delta omega into lambda square by 2 pi c. So rearranging, we get d is equal to delta t by L delta omega minus 2 pi c by lambda square. We know delta t is equal to L beta 2 delta omega. So substituting that in d, we'll get the term for dispersion parameter d as, so we get the text, so substituting beta 2 is delta t by L delta omega, we get d is equal to beta 2 minus 2 pi c by lambda square. So now we know the equation for the dispersion parameter d is equal to minus 2 pi c lambda square by beta 2, and we know that beta 2 is equal to d square beta by d omega square. Now we are substituting the value of beta 2 in that expression, then we get minus 2 pi c by lambda square into dou square beta by dou omega square. Now we know that now we are rearranging, we are taking minus 2 pi c lambda square by dou omega of dou beta by dou omega, and we know Vg is equal to dou beta by dou omega. We are substituting that in the expression. So dou beta by dou omega is equal to 1 by Vg, that we are substituting in the expression. Then we get minus 2 pi c lambda square dou by dou omega 1 by Vg. Now we know that Vg is equal to C by Ng bar. Ng is the group index. So we get minus 2 pi c lambda square d by d omega 1 by c Ng bar. Now we know that Ng bar is equal to n bar by n bar plus omega into dn bar by d omega. Now we are rearranging it. Now we substitute the value of Ng bar in the expression for dispersion parameter d, then we get d is equal to minus 2 pi c lambda square d by d omega 1 by c into n bar plus omega into dn bar by d omega. Further reducing the term, we get 2 pi minus 2 pi lambda into lambda square 1 by c. We took out 1 by c outside from the expression because 1 by c is constant, and that get cancelled with the c here, and the rest of the term will be minus 2 pi by lambda square d by d omega n bar plus omega into dn bar by d omega. Now we'll further doing the mathematical simplification, we get d is equal to minus 2 pi by lambda square 2 into dn bar by d omega plus omega into d square of n bar by d omega square. Now if we substitute the values of mode index n bar, normalized frequency v parameter v, and normalized proportion constant p represented by the equation ab, and the mode index n, we get the dispersion in terms of the total dispersion can be written as the total dispersion d is equal to the sum of dispersion from material dispersion and the sum of dispersion due to waveguide dispersion, and the values of waveguide dispersion and material dispersion can be further reduced as, so dm dispersion due to material dispersion is equal to 1 by c dou by dou lambda into g, and dispersion due to waveguide dispersion dw is equal to minus 2 pi delta by lambda square n2 square g by n2 omega v into d square vb by dv square plus dng2 by d omega into dvb by dv, where n2g is the group index of cladding material.